Hey guys, this is Mark Rodriguez here.
I'm Paige, and you can believe that.
Yes, and this is our another episode of WWE Aftershock, where we talk about the pay-per-views, a couple of, as best as we can to give our thoughts on it. And we just
That
had...
was awful. Okay, we're done. Let's go.
Okay, hold on. We have
Pizza
WWE...
awaits.
Yes, we have pizza in the bay. We have WWE Extreme Rules, and unfortunately for some people, it just wasn't that interesting. Even hardcore...
It wasn't that extreme.
Yes, even hardcore wrestling fans like Chuck Rodriguez decide to just miss it altogether, and others just turn it off in the middle. But let's get to the matches and see exactly what happened here. And as you can tell by the title, Extreme Rules, yes, it had all these matches with stuff like chairs and chains and other whatever things where you would not get disqualified for them. So let's
okay, the crappy kickoff had Neville versus a Bad News Barrett in a singles match, and Neville defeated Bad News Barrett.
And well, we missed parts of it though. I only
missed that part.
I only got to the beginning when he was still doing I guess only one or something, because we were still coming back home and everything. But not much we can say about it except that Neville's a new guy. He was from the
Long Bottom.
He's from NXT. Okay, he's from NXT. Now in WWF. I don't whatever this scene is called, WWE. And yeah, he's pretty awesome. He's pretty skilled.
Going back in time. Going back in time.
And really, the thing I like the most is the finisher when he does his big dive, and he just spins like every which way before he falls on the opponent.
It's called the Red Arrow.
That's what it's called?
Red Arrow.
Oh.
Not the Green Arrow.
Okay,
Not the blue arrow.
So Neville got to show off some skills against Bad News Barrett. So now let's start with the actual pay-per-view here.
Okay, the first one was a Chicago street fight with Dean Ambrose and Luke Harper.
Yes, and that was a random thing there. Chicago street fight basically means they could just fight out wherever, no disqualifications, no timeouts.
Started fighting before they even hit the actual...
like the ring, before they ring the bell, yeah. And yeah, it was crazy. It was, typical fighting and stuff you would expect from those two, but then it started going to the backstage. It's been a long time since I've seen a fight go to the backstage, and they're using things. And I do have to make one little minor complaint here, because we do know that, wrestling's kind of fake, and we're supposed to go with it and all that stuff, but I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. There's a part where Dean Ambrose shoves like this big, I don't know, shelf thing against, Luke Harper, and he's already like, oh, the thing didn't even touch him yet, and he's already, oh, and both of us were like, oh, come on, But anyways, the big shocker was, one thing I do want to say, though, is there was a scene where Luke Harper threw Dean Ambrose on a chair, because he had the chair all propped up, but it was like, how it is, where you have something set up as used against you. So they threw Dean Ambrose on a chair, and the chair broke in such a way that one of the legs was bent weirdly. And I kept thinking, dude, if that leg bent the other way, that would have ended the whole match right there. That would have been so messed up. Would have been jammed in his back and everything. So that was like, just good luck, like, geez. But anyways,
you would point something that gross.
Well, I saw that, and I was like, oh, God. Because I thought they were like, designed to perfectly break in half or something. But no, that was weird. But anyways, the big thing was that during the fight, they got in the car, like Luke Harper got in the car, and Dean Ambrose got in them, and they just drove off. And everyone's like, well, what do we do? And they're joking, like do we send a helicopter after them? Well, what do we do? So basically, they can't really end the match because there's no count outs, and they just... went to the next match in the meantime or something. Let's see what happened here.
So you don't want to say the winner just yet?
No, let's try to do it in order of the... And that's a strange thing. I've never seen them do this before, but we'll get to it.
Okay, next one is Kiss My Arse match, which is obviously
Kiss Me Arse, basically.
Whatever. Dolph Ziggler versus Sheamus. Sheamus?
Yes, the new Sheamus with the mohawk and the annoying little beard braids. And I guess his new thing now is that I guess he's going against all the little guys, all the unknown people that should not waste their time being into wrestling and all that stuff. So I guess Dolph Ziggler stood up to him, and now he's like, well, you're also whatever. And after this match, it was Sheamus' idea that whoever loses has to kiss the arse of the winner. And yeah, it was a pretty intense fight. I mean, no one wants to lose that kind of fight. They both really gave it all their all and everything. And in the end... Sheamus lost to his big shock, And that was a big thing. Wanted to walk out. People kept trying to force him. The referee was, come on, whatever.
You can't even hear the referee be like, okay, it's time to kiss his ass.
Yeah, he actually said kiss his ass. And then, Ziggler kept doing, hey, man, you wanted this, man. This was your thing. It was on you. And what was he doing?
He was lifting up his shorts and everything.
I know, that was weird. I was expecting...
He was, lifting it up, pulling them down, all
and,
the women's
around, kind of seducing. I don't know. That was
the women.
Yeah, I thought it was just gonna, I don't know, just kiss him with the tights on. I didn't know they were actually gonna pull it up or whatever. But and you know, it was kind of, it did last a bit. It kept kind of going back and forth until Sheamus finally decided to do it. But then instead he did the Nutcracker move, a move that Buster knows.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, and then he did other stuff because our stupid network keeps lagging.
It literally it kept lagging. It's to the point where I'm panicking because I went to see Sheamus kiss the arch.
Yeah.
Of Dolph. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna literally skip it.
It's gonna be the next. Oh my god, I can't believe he did that. And that's it. We missed it. But anyways, he knocked out Ziggler, and then he basically rubbed his face all over his own butt, and then basically whatever. So it was cheating. Sheamus technically didn't win. Dolph Ziggler did win, but Sheamus still got out of his thing. So then the next match.
The New Day versus Tyson Kidd and Cesaro.
Now this was my favorite match of the night because that's the thing. So I just hate Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. They're both idiots. They're both dumb. I hate their I guess you want to call them, I don't know, their routine, their gimmick, whatever. Yeah, that's the word, gimmick. I just hate them. They're annoying as all damn hell. And it was even super annoying that they somehow beat the Usos to get the title in the first place, And then New Day, I've always thought New Day was cool. I do not know why all of a sudden they started with the whole New Day sucks. New Day sucks. They're trying to get people to clap, but everyone's saying they suck. I don't know.
New Day sucks.
Yeah. And all that, but yeah, it was a good fight. They both did what they could. It was real awesome. Everybody gave it all out. So there was a time where Cesaro did his famous grabbing the guy by the leg, spinning him around while Tyson Kidd kicks him in the face. I thought that, oh man, oh fuck, they're gonna, that's it. But no, Kofi Kingston still kicked out anyway. So that was pretty cool. And then the big thing was that Natalya came and slapped Xavier, that third guy is always ranting and stuff. He slapped him. And I guess with the distraction caused, Tyson Kidd came in, but instead of kicking them, he decided to kick Xavier again or something. But during all that distraction, Kofi managed to grab Cesaro and do the 1, 2, 3, and whoa, they won. And I was I jumped up. I was super excited. I was yeah, and they're the champions now. And that's pretty cool because
and people are still gonna hate it.
Yeah, they're gonna probably, but it's just, I don't care. I don't know what you people think with the whole New Day sucks or what you guys think of Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. I just hate Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. They're both stupid. They're both annoying. And I'm just glad that the New Day finally won as bad as they're finally tag team champs. And this is probably my favorite match of the whole thing. And I'll tell you in a bit, a bit later when we resume everything. But the main thing is, backstage interview, it's well, how do you feel being new tag team champions when all of a sudden the car shows up? And now it's backwards. Now it's Dean Ambrose driving it.
Did you say Luke Harper drove out?
Yeah, he drove out, but when he came back...
did you say it to our lovely viewers?
Yeah, I did mention that Luke Harper got in first and Dean Ambrose followed. And now all of a sudden it's Dean Ambrose driving and stuff. And the New Day people, sorry, it was a slip. Random slip. The New Day people got all knocked out and everything. And
that's why you like them so much.
Anyways, they kept fighting and everything, and yeah, they kept fighting over the ring, all over the outside, the outside part where the people first come in and do their intro and stuff, and at the end, Dean Ambrose actually won. He actually won the fight there, but that was the most random thing ever, having a match interrupted that way, and then restart, and then everything. But the funny part is...
It's unique.
Yeah, but the thing I find funny is, since we really don't know what the hell's going on as they drove off, I mean, for all we know, it's oh, hey, dude, let's go catch some burgers and stuff, kind of drive around, and we'll come back in a bit. Oh crap, the New Day's fighting. Let's start heading back. Okay, let's go. Let's start heading back.
I don't like you.
But it's funny. So what's the next match there?
I don't like your match.
Mm-hmm.
You know this one, Russian chain match for the WWE United States Championship. John Cena versus Rusev. And
Yes,
John won.
Yes, but this is weird rules. They were both like this long kind of handcuff chain thing and attached to each other. It was a long chain. And, you know, Cena
I thought
had
they actually fought with the chains. Well, obviously Rusev did it anyway, but still, I thought they actually had their own chains to whip each other. Yeah.
But Cena had the American flag on his cuff, and Rusev had the Russian flag on his cuff, and it was this weird rule where each corner of the ring had two lights, like a green light, I guess, for Cena, red light for Rusev, and I guess during the match, you had to walk on all corners, like tap them until you tap all four, and if you tap all four, you win. But of course, the other guys are gonna let you do that, you know. So of course they're fighting, lots of close calls, trying to tap the last one with the other pulling them back and everything. You know, they did the whole thing again with Rusev doing the accolade, but somehow Cena still like picked them up and out of it. There was this weird scene where Lana was up. And people started cheering for her because, hey, everyone loves Lana, everyone checks her out and stuff. And Rusev got, I guess, jealous of the attention or something and just, like, get your ass out here, send her backstage. Like, the most random thing ever. And, yeah, somehow during the fight, Cena did the AA and he won. And,
Alcoholics Anonymous?
Yes. He won, and, yeah, there you go. So Cena defends his...
John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. John Cena
Okay,
sucks.
so John Cena kept his U.S. title. He kept his U.S. title, and Rusev's more pissed. But then we also see, yes, but then we find out that Rusev in anger. I like how they don't have Russian subtitles when they're talking. But Rusev in anger sends Lana to talk to the authority, and now it's revealed that they're gonna have one more match. The final match to end it all is gonna be Cena versus Rusev, an I Quit match in the next pay-per-view, so we'll see how that goes. But anyways, let's continue with...
Next is Roman Reigns versus Big Show, right? Yeah. At the last man standing match.
Yeah, so
Roman Reigns won.
So basically, that's exactly what it is. Last man standing, they sock you out. They do a 10 count. If you don't get up before a 10 count's over, other guy wins. And these guys, both Big Show and Roman Reigns, especially you see how Big Show is, are very hard to put down and keep down and everything. So it's a good fight. Lots of fighting, you know, lots of knockout punches, Superman punches, spears. Spears. One thing I noticed is that Roman Reigns was the first one to be quick to pick up the weapons. Of course, Extreme Rules is not against the rules in this case, but yeah, he was the one quick to pick up chairs and tables and junk, and Big Show kept like throwing them out. I don't need no chairs. I'm tired. I don't need no whatever. And yeah, the fight kept going. They used kendo sticks, lots of chairs. There was the big thing where they had two tables set outside, and Big Show threw Reigns himself out on those two tables. That was like falling on his own trap. But then the big kicker was when Reigns slammed or speared or something to Big Show right on top of the announcer's table, and the whole thing just collapsed and everything. But to make it even more extreme, yes, to make it more extreme, Roman Reigns lifted up the whole, I think that was Mexican table, he lifted up the whole table and everything and just threw the whole...
it was the English table.
Okay, so you do the whole...
Get the tables right,
Well, you got one of the tables up with equipment and everything and just threw the
equipment.
Whole thing.
Remember, someone threw off the equipment in an earlier match.
But anyways, the whole big pile of stuff just on top of Big Show, and Roman even said on that because, I mean, I guess there's no real rule against that anyway. And he did a 10 count, and he won, and he put the Big Show away. And for me, I'm glad, but also because when I was telling Paige that when Roman Reigns first announced his big return, that's basically what he did. Big Show beat him up and buried him under like this. He did the same thing. He threw the table stuff on us. So that's like perfect payback right there. But another thing I gotta say also is that I hope you kind of change things up a little, because how many times are we gonna see Big Show go after Roman Reigns for whatever reasons over and over and over? That's just, I hope you put this to rest, like finally, you know. So what's the next big one?
I think the last big one is the Seth Rollins versus...
Well, we still missed the Divas, though.
Oh, screw the Divas.
Okay, well, everyone wants to. But anyways, the big match is...
No, you don't.
Hey.
Right, Mark?
Okay, I don't. Hey, you were checking out Dolph Ziggler shaking that bootay.
Yeah, but he's not that attractive. If Roman Reigns was shaking that bootay, then yes. Or Seth Rollins was shaking that bootay, then yes.
Okay.
But so, Dolph is okay, but whenever Roman Reigns is shaking his bootay...
Can I see Naomi shake that bootay?
Ew. I don't like her anymore.
Okay, so anyways, one thing
She even changed her damn song.
Yeah, so
and
now
outfit.
Yes, we'll get to that in a bit. But we got Naomi versus Nikki Bella for the Divas Championship title match. And basically what happened is that there was a pay-per-view match. I mean, oh god, I'm getting all over the place. There was a Battle Royale match on Raw some weeks back, and it was all the Divas, the ones you forget. And whoever wins gets to face the Bellas. And as you would expect, the only ones that actually matter, Paige and Naomi, were the only two left. And Paige won, so Paige is of course going to fight him and everything, but then Naomi got pissed and beat her so badly that apparently Paige is now injured and out of commission for a while, and Naomi has this new attitude that she's tired of waiting her turn, she's tired of waiting for whatever, she wants her shot, she wants a title shot now, so she took Paige out, now she can go for it, and of course that's the match we have now, and yeah, like Paige said, she changed her outfit, she has a weird theme song, it's going to take a while to get used to it, she has these weird ass like neon
I just let her
shoes.
that mama,
yeah.
something about mama, something about your mama.
Okay, but
something about your mama.
Okay, well she had these weird glowing neon shoes that would like change colors and stuff, so we were more distracted by the shoes.
It was just super random. One will actually change and the other one wouldn't. And eventually the second one actually did change, but only like one time, and then she got defeated, which I was happy that Nikki won because how Naomi acted, because she lost a women's Royal Rumble that I don't know, I didn't want her to win.
Yeah. So basically what happened in this case is that Bree's in the background outside. She hit her. Eventually Bree came back and kicked her in the face, and that got her enough like distraction for Nikki to do the rack attack and beat her and everything. And well, Nikki's still champion. And honestly speaking, I don't really think who else could be like. I mean, AJ's gone, Paige is gone. I guess they'll just keep having Naomi go after her again because there's no one else. And all these other ones, I'm sorry,
Naomi.
But all these other ones, Alicia Fox, Summer Rae, they all kind of suck. They all don't do anything, and they don't look believable like divas that can actually take down Nikki unless Bree just turns on her. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes before someone finally defeats Nikki and gets the title off her. So anyways, I think now, just double check.
I like Naomi, but how she reacted at Royal Rumble kind of just turned me off. I liked her, but now she's a...
I guess she's turning bad now or something. Well, check the thing, but I think that was the last fight, the next match. But I just want to say, that was like the most random, before we get to the final one. Is it the final?
Yeah, well, Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton.
Yeah, I'll explain that in a second. I was gonna say that was a little thing that was weird. I guess it was just like to fill in
this
time
is where
or
I fell
something.
asleep.
Yeah, Bo Dallas just came out of nowhere and started talking about how we should follow the rules, and then Ryback comes in, beats him up, and leaves, and everyone does the whole feed me more chant and everything.
I think I remember hearing that while I was sleeping, or half dead, half awake.
But that's the thing, though. It's the most random.
That coffee didn't work.
Most random time wasting. I don't know. Maybe the last fight ended too quick, whatever. So now the big pay-per-view, the main event, which is Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton for the title match. And they both had this big match in Raw where if they won their respective matches, they would be able to put stipulations. So Seth Rollins' stipulation was no RKO allowed. If he does it, he's like, it's banned. And Orton's stipulation was let's put this in a steel cage match to keep all the authority on other people out of it. And then Triple H decided that Kane is now going to be like the gatekeeper. He'll be watching the doors. So yeah, it was a pretty good fight. They both gave it their... Well, Rollins was his usual sneaky self. He would just try to climb out any chance he got. Orton was the one that he wanted to just punish him. So every time he had a chance that he could just climb out, he was like, nah, I'll just keep kicking Rollins' ass some more and everything. Eventually the J&J security got in there, but they knocked him out. There was a time where Orton was going to climb out, but Kane showed that, of course, he still supports the Authority, so he still chose to not open the door on him and everything. And there was a time in the match where Rollins accidentally drop-kicked Kane, so Kane got so pissed off that he closed the door on both of them so hard that it knocked out both Seth and Rollins. There was another scene...
Seth and Rollins?
I mean, Seth and Randy Orton. And there was a scene where Randy Orton grabbed Rollins. Everybody thought he was going to do the RKO, but instead, I guess to kind of insult the Authority, he did the pedigree, which is Triple H's move, to kind of, I guess, rub it in his face. He also tried to do the curb stomp, but Rollins got out of the way. That would have been so cool seeing Rollins fall to his own thing. And then... surprisingly, Rollins hit Orton with the RKO and everything. Oh, well, one thing that happened was that Kane got in there and did a choke slam to Orton and knocked him out. But surprisingly, he did a choke slam also to Seth to knock him out because he's getting kind of sick of his shit. And he basically rode Rollins on top of Orton for the 1, 2, 3. Orton still kicked out somehow. He did the RKO on Kane, and everyone started saying, "Hey, that's supposed to be bad." But they're saying, "Well, but he did it on Kane though, not on Rollins." And then Rollins did the RKO on Orton, and he won, and everyone's like, "Well, that's supposed to be bad." Well, he never said that he couldn't do it, and there was like a big argument. But either ways, Rollins won. He got the belt, and he ran out and everything. But yeah. So here review. I mean, it was entertaining in the sense it was entertaining. It's good to watch. I like to watch. I still like to watch pay-per-views. It's something cool to watch. It's something to look forward to all Sunday and stuff. But to tell you the truth, the only thing that I really liked was just a New Day versus those other losers, because finally they're the champs. They're badass. No more Tyson Kidd and Sorrow for a while. They'll probably just appear once or twice as sore losers, but that's it. Let's give the shot to someone else that's more badass, because I hated those guys. But everything else is pretty much the same. We're going to probably still see Big Show come after Roman Reigns again for whatever time. We're going to see probably Kane mad at Rollins. Rollins is still champ. He'll probably still be bragging. I mean, Naomi will probably keep going after the belt. It's like nothing really happened so much in this pay-per-view that really changed things. That's why we're actually missing a piece of Raw now, because it's kind of like, what's the point of watching tonight's episode? There's really nothing really big happened in this pay-per-view that would really have like big changes for tonight's Raw, except for the New Day is now champion. That's the only thing. Now, what are your thoughts on it, Paige? Was it that good? What do you think at least about Roman Reigns winning for Big Show? Because you would probably not liked it if Big Show won. Okay. But anyways, any basic thoughts though, just in general?
Okay. Obviously we missed the the pre-show match, so I don't care about that. The first match was the Chicago fight. I like how they went in the back. I wish they kind of like showed some of the fighters, wrestlers, like just doing random stuff like exercising or something. That would have been funny seeing them like candid, not knowing what's happening.
Yeah.
And just looking stupid or something. Kiss my arse. Kiss me arse. That's okay, I guess I didn't really care for this one. Yeah, I love how Sheamus is trying to get out of it. Tag team match, didn't care for that. Good that New Day won. Maybe they'll get more cred. I don't know why everybody hates them. John Cena versus Rusev, I didn't care. Well, obviously it has John win, but whatever. Nikki Bella versus Naomi. I wanted Nikki to win because Naomi's becoming a bitch now. Roman Reigns versus Big Show. Last man standing. Roman was the one that's like looking like a big bad guy because he was the one pulling out all the stuff. Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton, this is the one I just slept through pretty much, so I didn't see very much of it. I was in and out of it, so I don't know what really happened.
Yeah, I mean, I only would have cared more if Randy Orton won, because that would have been epic. That or that maybe Kane openly betrayed Rollins, came back with the red mask. Just something different. Nothing really changed. Seth is still champion, and he'll probably just
I want Roman Reigns to try to versus Seth Rollins. I want Roman Reigns to get his chance that was pretty much taken away from him.
Oh, and that was another big thing, too. That was the thing. That was a big match. I forgot the exact details, but basically, the Big Show hit... oh, yeah, that's what happened. It was Randy Orton versus Reigns, and whoever would win would face Rollins in the match, and then Big Show came in, did a stupid knockout punch, and that's why this fight happened. Like, revenge, and he ruined my shot, man. So let's hope that there'll be some other shot, and let's have some Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a main event. That'd be cool. But anyways, guys, that's our big thing. And like I said, it was just pretty lackluster, I have to say.
Lackluster.
Yes, lackluster. It's just, I don't know, not much big things happen. You could have really have missed this one, except for the New Day, so you're not surprised to see Walter tag team champs now. And everything else, like, nothing really changed, nothing too epic or nothing. You know they're going to be promoting the hell out of the I Quit match for the next couple of weeks, but yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, some of our friends either turn it off right in the middle of it, or they just plain missed it because they just weren't interested in the matches or anything. So anyways, any last comments before we leave? Yep. So that's Mark Rodriguez here, guys.
On Paige, and you can believe that.
Yes, and we'll see you next time for WWE Aftershock. We'll see you in the next pay-per-view. Catch you later.
If I don't fall asleep.